start. And now, with a little help, they'll head off the field on a Kids Sunday. Pirates concluding this homestand. Here's the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Torey Lovello is their skipper. And they have been red hot. They're going to try to hand the Pirates their 5th straight loss. Arizona has Gerard Dyson in center. Ketel Marte, the switch hitting second baseman, hitting .324 this month. Jake Lamb is at third base with David Peralta hitting cleanup, and Daniel Descalso, he bounces all over the place. He's at first base today, so no Paul Goldschmidt. John Ryan Murphy behind the dish. Chris Owings in right, Nick Ahmed, the shortstop, Clay Buchholz on the hill for Arizona.
There's Trevor Williams' numbers for this season. Got off to a brilliant start about the first 5-6 weeks. Then hit a very slow area last start. Back to being real good. So hopefully he's on the upswing. Need a good start today. See if we can win one against the Snakes. Who's going to be catching these balls out there?
Honda defense will tell you. Josh Harrison ready to go, had the day off yesterday. Josh Bell, his mate on the right side. Colin Moran, Sean Rodriguez on the left side of the infield. There's Austin Meadows playing in right field again today. Starling Marte in center, Corey Dickerson in left, and Elias Diaz catches Trevor Williams. Francisco Cervelli on the 7-day concussion DL. Gerard Dyson leads off for the first time this series and takes ball one. Dyson hitting only .182. Was 1 for 5 starting at center field on Friday night, hitting 7th in the order.
Arizona really throw a lot of different lineups at you.
Yeah, they do.
It's just really mix and match, and different places, moving guys around, different players every night.
He hit 8th on Thursday. So Paul Goldschmidt a day off, which is all well and good for any team opposing the Diamondbacks, but with all due respect, Goldie, the Pirates are even happier that John Jay is not playing today.
That's true.
There he is. And hammered past the right side of the infield for Dyson. Well, it's a ground single to right. Joe Musgrove in trouble yesterday, gave up 2 first-inning runs, then 2 more in the 3rd. Gave up 5 in 4 innings of work. Chad Kuhl was actually available in the bullpen last night because he lasted only 2 innings on Thursday, giving up 8 runs against the Snakes. Jameson Taillon flanked by those 2 pitchers. And Dyson has stolen 13 bases in 16 attempts. Outside, says home plate umpire Corey Blazer. Stu Sherwater, first base umpire. Eric Cooper is at second base, and over at third is the crew chief, Gary Cederstrom. They've worked all 4 games, rotating. Might be 2. There's 1. There's 2.
Tailor-made. Couple hopper right to the middle infield.
Harrison to Rodriguez to Bell.
Room service. Nice waist high hop. Not sure what Dyson was doing.
By the way, it's just the first time that Marte has hit into a double play, batting from the left side of the infield, from the left side of the batter's box. The right side of the infield started that twin killing, and now 3 men stacked up on that right side against Jake Lamb. He had a couple of hits, drove in a run last night. It's Colin Moran acting like a shortstop over there. And into right for a 2-out single. Oh, a leadoff hit for Dyson, then the double play, and Lamb singles to right.
Well, the double play came right on time.
Will be a test for Trevor Williams in terms of how he handles lefty hitters, and he's done pretty well so far this season. Righties have really struggled against him. They're batting only .213. Left-handed batters .269 against Trevor Williams this year. This is David Peralta.
Those are really pretty good numbers. You know, 269 is not that bad for the lefties at all. You got a very, very good number against right-hand hitters.
First 5 in the order bat left-handed. Looked like Diaz was
ready to throw.
Yeah. Allegheny Health Network Supermo look at the attempted transfer. He likes to show off that arm. That's drilled to right, and that's a no-doubter. Absolutely crushed David Peralta's 15th, and it's 2-0 in the first.
That ball hit out on the river walk, and then I think bounced down to the actual river. There it is, floating in the water.
David Peralta gives the Diamondbacks a 2-0 first inning lead.
The outfielders didn't even move. They knew it. There's your hop down the bank into the water.
And now Daniel Descalso. Just like yesterday, Diamondbacks lead 2-0 in the first. They led 3-0 in the first on Thursday.
After that double play, it looked pretty promising. No breaking ball down and in. What was it? 2 nights ago, I think it was. Hit a down and in breaking ball out of the ballpark. Descalso, maybe.
No, that was Ketel Marte, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
0-2 on Descalso. Peralta had a couple of hits yesterday, drove in a pair, and he has a 2-run homer in the first inning this afternoon. And Descalso on the off-speed pitch goes down, but there were 3 hits in the inning. One big one off Williams was the 2-run homer. Here's the RAV4 starting lineup. Josh Harrison, Austin Meadows, Starling Marte. Top three. Colin Moran hits cleanup with Corey Dickerson in left. Elias Diaz is the catcher. Josh Bell has reached base safely in 13 straight games. Sean Rodriguez returns for a third straight time to that starting lineup, then Trevor Williams.
Buchholz pretty good numbers in limited starts, although the Pirates really got to him pretty good. He was spotted a 10-run lead, couldn't get through 5 innings to get a win.
Yeah, they were down 6-0 in the first. Trevor Williams gave up 6 in the first inning on Tuesday the 12th. 1 was earned. Pirates committed 3 errors that first inning. John Ryan Murphy catching this afternoon. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jay Hay hitless in the series and 0 for his last 15.
How many times do you play a series against a team and see 3 different starting catchers against you?
That does not happen very often, that is for sure. Alex Avila started the first game of the series.
Pretty even rotation. You're looking at how many games each guy has played this year.
Jeff Mathis started back-to-back games. This ball's pulled foul. Scramble for that foul ball.
Well, you don't get that many opportunities in the suites. Foul ball. You got to make your move.
Whoa. Jay Hay deciding extremely late that he better offer at that pitch.
That was very late. The ball already hit the glove. That is your basic emergency swing, where you realize you're going to strike out looking if you don't foul tip it.
Here is Austin Meadows, a rare 0 for 4 yesterday for Meadows. 5 out of 13 in the series, still hitting a robust .330 with 5 homers and 11 runs batted in. The rookie Austin Meadows just getting his first looks at National League pitching. He was not in the starting lineup against Buchholz in Phoenix, and he lines out to left. It's David Peralta making that catch. Gerard Dyson in center with Chris Owings in right. Jake Lamb, Daniel Descalso on the corners. Nick Ahmed, Ketel Marte up the middle in the infield, and it's John Ryan Murphy behind the plate. Starling Marte. He was 1 for 4 yesterday. It's his hard but foul. So play Buchholz in Phoenix, and Starling Marte against the Diamondbacks. Right-hander hits this 3-run homer in the 4th inning that got the Pirates right back in the ball game. They were down 8-0 in the 4th, and that homer made it 8-6. They scored 6 times. Diamondbacks scored a couple more. Pirates got back to within 2. And then the Diamondbacks put it away on a John Jay homer in the 7th off Dovydas Neverauskas. Clint Hurdle's club is struggling mightily right now. No 2 ways about it. They've lost 4 in a row, 5 of 6. And driven to center field, Dyson onto the track to make the catch. And the Pirates go down in order with a couple of hard hit balls. 2-0 Snakes.
Pirates Baseball is brought to you by T-Mobile. Show your military appreciation and use hashtag HatsOffForHeroes. T-Mobile will donate $1 for each post. And by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Let's go Bucks!
2-0 Arizona, head to the second. Turns out to be a sunny Sunday. Kids Sunday. Pirates going to hit the road for a time. So the next Kids Sunday, not until the Phillies come in. And this is hammered toward left. And this is a no-doubter by John Ryan Murphy off the first rung of the rotunda. Murphy's 9th.
Hey, he's only got 117 at bats, 9 home runs. And as I said, they got a kind of an equal split rotation going over there for their catchers. This is the one that's been hitting. And he hit the heck out of that one.
Oh, it took quite a hop into the hands of a young fan there. And again, 2 no-doubter home runs.
Looked like this is supposed to be outside. You can see where Diaz is set up. So that was just a big-time miss in location for Williams.
Well, he's given up 10 homers on the year. He's done a good job, at least before today, of keeping the ball in the ballpark.
That's what our offense needs to start doing. We talked about it in the open. Home runs. Need to start getting some long balls from our guys.
Josh Bell has been the topic of discussion on several occasions recently.
Pirates are looking for power from him this year after what he was able to do last season. He was 28 home runs last year.
He's one of the top rookies in the National League last year, of course, with home runs. Gregory Polanco, as Clint Hurdle pointed out, these guys aren't the only ones. He named 3, 4, 5 guys that aren't barreling the ball up. Pirates still don't have a player in double digits in homers. Only team in baseball. Trevor Williams, after giving up some home runs, a couple of home runs, going to some off-speed stuff against what looks like a very aggressive D-backs lineup. Peralta hit the breaking ball over. Bob was kind of talking about, and you've said this before, Bob, with Trevor Williams, he's not going to blow you away with the fastball, but location, right? With any.
Well, yeah, and he's got to get swings on pitches like that last one he just threw. That's just a little off the plate. He wants the other team to be aggressive going after his fastball.
Nice backhand up, dropped by Moran, and an error on the Pirates' third baseman.
And a lot of times you get somebody out that throws a lot of fastballs as he does. What is he? He's like, I'm asking you. I got the cheat sheet right here in front of me. I think he's around 70% fastballs. Yeah, 71% fastballs. So 7 out of 10 as you're stepping into the batter's box. You know, 7 out of 10 of the pitches you're going to see are going to be fastballs. So that gets you in the aggressive mode. And if you aren't careful, yeah, you're swinging at fastballs, but they're a little bit out of the strike zone. They're down a little bit. They're up. They're a little in. They're a little out because of your aggressiveness. And that's what he really needs. He needs guys to go up there and swing at those pitches.
Diaz guns it to second and gets an out there. A little hesitation at the beginning.
Well, you're down 3-0. You got to make this play. I mean, it was a poor bunt. It was left right there on your doorstep. You got to come out and get that runner at second base.
I don't think Diaz realized the ball was right there initially. See, he didn't, just the slightest to find where the ball was, and he guns out Nick Ahmed, who reached on the air.
Ted, I think when you
get down by this, you got to fire.
Behind, you got to take a couple of risks on defense occasionally, and that really wasn't all that big of a risk. But you got to go to second base there. You can't just say, okay, get another runner in scoring position. You know, I'll take the out at first. You're up 3-0, and that's the other side of it. Then you can play some conservative defense. Just get outs.
Strong throw from Diaz. Now it's Gerard Dyson. He singled to start this ball game. As time is called. John Ryan Murphy begins this inning with a home run off Trevor Williams, who allowed 1 home run in his first 6 starts this season, covering 41 innings. Now he's allowed 9 over his last 47 innings. And another ground ball for the final out. Pirates find themselves down 3 heading to the bottom of the second.
Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Nissan road ahead. It's on to the Big Apple, where Jameson Taillon will face Seth Lugo tomorrow night. Chad Kuhl against Steven Matz on Tuesday. The Pirates will miss Jacob deGrom. Thankfully, it's Zach Wheeler on Wednesday against Ivan Nova. John Ryan Murphy, his 9th home run of the year to give Arizona a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Clay Holmes has arrived from AAA Indianapolis.
Big, hard thrower.
Colin Moran gets this the other way to Peralta. Let's go downstairs to Robbie for more info.
Well, you just showed Clayton Holmes, and that brings us to today's Allegheny Health Network injury update. And the subject of that is Michael Feliz, the Pirates' right-handed reliever, was placed on the 10-day disabled list just moments before the game. And general manager Neil Huntington said it popped up late last night, the shoulder inflammation that he is dealing with. He threw almost 70 pitches in the last 2 days, and they needed a pitcher for today anyways. So Feliz reported the tightness and inflammation. This gives them a chance to knock the inflammation out and also get Clay back on the roster, similar to what Richard Rodriguez dealt with a couple weeks ago and has come back pretty strong since his return from the disabled list. So Michael Feliz is out for at least the next 10 days, Greg and Bob.
Okay, Robbie. As Clay Holmes returns to the big leagues. Corey Dickerson returned to the Pirates yesterday.
It's always a tough thing to have to deal with. Everybody has to, the injury bug.
There we go. With
I just hope they're not serious injuries.
Yep.
Just a little soreness here and there.
There he is, Michael Feliz. Dickerson 1 for 3 on his return yesterday. He was on family medical emergency leave as his dad underwent heart surgery. He was there for his father. Grounds this to the shortstop, Ahmed. We'll bring up Elias Diaz. We're going to get to a Barrel Automotive league leader stat. And the fewest players used this season. And that really just speaks of some good luck, good fortune. It will eventually catch up to you. The Pirates have seen recently Richard Rodriguez there, just about ready to get up. He spent some time on the disabled list, and now Michael Feliz on the DL, which I don't know if that pacifies you, your Barrel Automotive League leader stat. How about you, Bob? Does that pacify you?
Yeah.
All right.
Very pacified. I think I'm always pretty pacified.
Yeah, oh yeah. You were in a really good mood this morning. I don't know what it was.
Neither do I.
It's a little extra
Strange.
hop in the step. That was good to see, though.
Maybe it'll be catching. Gonna rub off on you.
So you were did a little Q&A with Ivan Nova today.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I didn't know if that's where you, definitely a lot of fun down there talking to the kids. Got some sunshine. Ray was down there. Joe.
And a 6-3 put out. 1-2-3 for Buckholz. Has retired 6 straight to start. 3-zip.
Sunday is Kids Day here at the ballpark, but today was extra special here on the North Shore Youth Baseball Day. Jordy Mercer, Pirate shortstop, went out there and spent some time with a bunch of young kids. A lot of Bucko coaches in there. Jeff Livesey, look at that little Cameron Ryan taking some swings. The coaches offer tips and drills that kids can practice at home. The kids clinic was held in the field this morning, 8 to 10 a.m. They were up bright and early, so big props go to all the coaches and players that showed up early to instruct these young kids. Everybody seemed to have a great time. It was also the second Bucko Talk of the season, held in the stands down the first base line. And Bob Walk, along with a couple coaches, took part in that as well. And Bob, always a cool day. A lot of coaches, they say, look, we get back to the basics and we teach these kids the basics of baseball. And some of those lessons are still applicable to big leaguers. Sometimes they overanalyze a couple things and they say, hey, we spent some time with these kids. Kind of simplifies life a little bit on the baseball field. I'm sure you had a good time as well talking ball, right?
Oh, I had a great time with the kids down there, and it should be simple. It's way overcomplicated, I think, nowadays, at least the way I feel. It's a simple kids game. Execute, get real good at the basics,
and have fun.
Well, yeah, especially if you're kids. I mean, that's the only reason you're out there, is to have fun and enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. And these guys are in the big league uniforms. They're getting paid for it. They have to take it a little more serious. But yeah, the youngsters, it is all about having a good time.
We did a play ball event yesterday at Highmark Stadium, and it was a blast just to announce the games. The kids really felt like big leaguers on the turf, and Steven Brault came out, and talk about a little kid. He was tremendous with those kids and having as much fun as he played wiffle ball with them, and even between games he said, come on, let's stay out here. So
my guess is that was not his first wiffle ball game.
No, there he is. He loved it and did just an awesome job. He even did a little color commentator with me, so he enjoyed it. But it is first and foremost, have fun with it. And that's a shot handled by Rodriguez, an absolute bullet.
A good positioning on the defense. Rodriguez did not have time to move much. This ball's hit so hard. Boy, one hopper. Got over in front of it a little bit. Nice accurate throw.
Jake Lamb singled in the first. Past the first baseman Bell, but the second baseman Harrison with a diving stop. Jay Hay makes an excellent play, and Trevor Williams was sure to be there.
He's out on the outfield grass when he's making this throw to Trevor also. You're diving, now you're up, and they're going to have to hit the pitcher on the run and put it right there. Perfect. And also, I know that all Trevor did was catch the ball and step on the bag, but a lot of times you'll get caught being a spectator on a play like this. But Trevor was on the move immediately and kept going. Even that, you see somebody dive for it and miss it, you want to stop. And he didn't. He kept going.
You saw Josh Bell dive and miss it, but he did not stop, as you saw. Josh Harrison, excellent play there. 2 down. Facing the man who homered off of him in the first, David Peralta. And this time, Bell will make the play and keep it himself. And 1, 2, 3. That's a nice defense. Josh Harrison and Sean Rodriguez. Bob was there with a couple of the coaches, kids on hand, listening to this Q&A session and participating, along with Ivan Nova.
Guess Ray didn't want to answer that one.
Yeah, you take that one, Bob.
Thank you, Mike.
And now Ray says, I'm getting out of here. Anticipating a foul ball.
A line drive foul ball.
Yeah, big mitt ready, and now Murphy gonna get a pair of sunglasses. He's got his catcher's mitt ready to go. And it turned out to be a pretty day here in the Berg. Today is the day that Josh Bell homers. Someone told me. And gets on one of those extra base tears Pirates have been missing. We were discussing the long ball, or lack thereof, by some of these Pirates, and in particular, not to put too much pressure on him, but he did have the 26 homer season last year, drove in 90. Josh Bell. Well, no long ball here. In fact, it's a ground ball to Nick Ahmed. There were a lot of ground balls yesterday against Zach Greinke. Well, almost got a piece of Buchholz. Zach Greinke, 6 innings of 2-hit shutout ball yesterday, and really made it look easy. Clay Buchholz, the former supplemental first-round pick of the Red Sox.
Didn't throw a pitch over 89 miles an hour. A lot of soft stuff, slow curveball, but outstanding command of everything. Just put the ball right where he wanted to.
Sean Rodriguez is getting his 3rd straight start, and the Pirates give them credit. They are, if anything, stubborn with their approach with this veteran. Clint Hurdle talked about it again today, as did Neil Huntington on his radio show, trying to give him a cluster of at-bats and continuous reps. Talked about things that he's working on in the cage. And Clint Hurdle said you can't just wait for left-handed pitching. He's seen this guy Buchholz before. He's definitely been challenging for him, talking about Sean Rodriguez. And Sean Rodriguez knows it. Jordy Mercer gets another day off, seated next to David Freese. But Sean Rodriguez and everyone else knows that eventually you have to produce. Clint Hurdle is a fan of saying it's a can-do league. And today, in fact, he mentioned that Gregory Polanco is out of the lineup for a 2nd straight day because, as the skipper said, he only has 3 spots and 4 outfielders. And trying to play the guys that we feel are going to match up best. Performance comes into play as well. Talking about Polanco, as Sean Rodriguez goes down swinging. Here's Polanco. And Clint Hurdle also mentioned that this is one of the few times that one of the outfielders has had back-to-back games off. Now it's Trevor Williams, as Sean Rodriguez is the 2nd strikeout for Buchholz.
And this is definitely not how I expected this game to go, with Buchholz going through the lineup for the first time without giving up a hit. After that, we saw him in Arizona hit him so well. I thought we'd be right after him again. But he's the man in charge this time, it looks like. At least the first time through the lineup.
One and two as he faces his mound opponent, Trevor Williams. toward right. And the Pirates have been retired in order. One time through the lineup by Clay Buchholz.
Drive Rav fourth inning. Toyota, what drives you?
UPMC scoreboard 3-0 as we head to the fourth inning. It's a Sunday fun day here at PNC Park. It's always fun when you use your Giant Eagle Advantage card. You can do it at discounts. Save $10 on a lot of seats Sunday through Friday games. Pirates offering opportunities for you to save big throughout the season here at PNC Park. Go to pirates.com/advantage card and take advantage of the discount the Pirates are offering. Renegades of the Rotunda. Chris looking up on the cell phone there. And that Rotunda was in use. John Ryan Murphy, who is due up second here in the fourth inning, clubbed the ball that way his first time up as the Pirates find themselves down 3-0. Kids are anxious, aren't they?
He's ready. They're all ready.
Did you like those
freeze pops?
Yeah, freeze pops.
Loved them.
Did you really? I didn't.
They were
It
kind
always
of a
left a bad taste, and this is a bad tasting start to this fourth inning. A base hit by Descalso the other way. Now John Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, they were a late invention for me.
Yeah.
We just had popsicles on
I
a stick.
wonder who invented the freeze pop.
I don't know, but I bet you know.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? I think it was David Freese. That's why they call it freeze pop.
Yes, sir. Well, John Ryan Murphy.
I like the ones on the stick that have the little jokes after you're done.
Popsicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the little riddle.
Yeah.
You know,
Those are good.
Why do ants like picnics or something like that? And then you finish it and you get the answer.
Yeah.
And it's always like a riddle that Greg Johnson.
Like a Greg
would
Johnson
ask you.
riddle. I was just going to say the same thing.
He
Greg
would ask
Johnson
you.
wrote all those.
Fair ball.
Foul ball.
Man. Good job by Diaz jumping on it. Thought he picked it up in time. It was right on the edge. The home plate is in fair territory. The entire plate is fair territory. So let's see if he got it when it was on the plate or not. It's actually in front of the plate right there.
And
rolled off the edge.
Hey,
Oh,
family
those
of
are
them.
the jumbo freeze pops
Yeah.
there. Look at the size of them babies. Now, you think they taste funny? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't
Maybe
care.
you're eating too much of the plastic.
Maybe just eating too many of them. I was a Slurpee fan.
Oh, so, yeah, Slurpees. Slurpees are good.
Hey, look who's here. John Wayner is doing a radio game, a home game. That is because Mr. Blass is on his way, or will be anyway, later this afternoon
To the Emerald
to
Isle.
Ireland, heading to Shannon, don't you know? So John happy to fill in today. He's working with Joe over there. We got Mr. Garda watching over his flock. Door in check.
He's doing some engineering.
Wide awake. Should be 2. 1 and not enough steam on that ground ball to Moran.
Yeah, I think it just took a little long to get to Colin.
And actually Murphy runs a little bit better than your average catcher. So they get the lead man, Descalso.
And no more.
Talking about
Got another shot. That one just one out right now. Get another double play.
Steve going into Ireland today as Colin Moran takes that ground ball. Chris Owing struck out in the second.
And he'll be going out on the links.
Oh yeah, every day.
An Irish golf trip.
One on Owings, whose brother Connor was selected a couple of years ago by the Diamondbacks. The Corey Hahn 34th pick. Chris Owings' younger brother Connor, who was a star at Coastal Carolina for the Chanticleers, who won the College World Series that year in 2016. And of course, that Corey Hahn 34th pick in honor of Trevor Williams' good buddy and former college teammate Corey Hahn. We talked about Project 34. I think Robbie, if I'm not mistaken, did a hit yesterday about Trevor and his wife Jackie hosting some members of that 34 project that they started. And it's line foul. More with that from Robbie.
Yeah, pretty cool day yesterday. It was Project 34 night at the ballpark. Trevor and his wife Jackie paid for tickets for those suffering from spinal cord injuries and their families to be a part of the game. They got to hang it on the field, take a big picture with Trevor. Trevor said he met a couple friends, saw some old ones. He's going to stay in touch with everybody. And one of the messages on his Twitter account was, "You are not alone." This is not some guy just showing his face, doing something temporary. He and his wife are in this for the long haul. You discuss his friendship with Corey Hahn. And in fact, they just got their website started, Project 34. Now, it's not Project 34, it's Project THIRTYFOUR, all spelled out, project34.com. And the shirts that you may see these guys wear on TV, they're getting them made in every single team's colors. So any fan that wants the support of any baseball team can get a Project 34 shirt in their team's colors. It's really, really cool stuff, and this is going to be a long-term thing, and they're really going to help a lot of people with spinal cord injuries get supplementary care, additional physical therapy, an extra wheelchair if they need it, those types of things. That's where that money goes to. Awesome, awesome stuff by the Bucks pitcher.
Yep, absolutely. Trevor and Jackie Williams dedicating so much time, energy, and effort toward that Project 34 that they started in honor of Trevor's good buddy Corey Hahn, who was injured at Arizona State as a freshman in 2011, and then 2 years later, June 9th, 2013, the Diamondbacks, quite a gesture that they would honor him. Corey Hahn, who wore number 34 at Arizona State, and they used their 34th round pick in 2013 to select Corey Hahn. Nick Ahmed reached on a Colin Moran error in the second. Watching John Ryan Murphy over at first.
I got some information on the flavor ice, by the way.
On the what?
Flavor ice. That's the original ones were called flavor ice.
Original what?
Flavor pop. They're those little pop things you were talking about. Ice
Oh,
pops.
okay.
They were invented by a company called Gel Cert back in the late 60s outside Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And you know, that's about it. You want to know? I don't know the name of the guy that came up with it, but there's the company still around.
Okay.
Flavo Ice was the name of the first
Ice.
one. Flavor Ice.
Okay.
So there you have it.
That's great stuff.
Yep. My crack research.
Yes, sir.
Right here. They got some other kind of pops too, if you're interested.
Very much so. What do you got?
Oh, they've been in business for over 70 years. Make some other things like some powdered juice drinks and stuff like that. So just you wanted to know who invented it, where it came from, I found out for you.
I appreciate that.
Outside Chicago, a bunch of Bears fans.
Now you're making that part up.
Just guessing on that one.
Nick Ahmed. This is that fastball Bob was talking about. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts. Oh, that looks good too. Park and back to the top of the Pirates batting order. Hey, a Point Park University tweet. Look at this. Look at this. Yes, we were aware you like popsicles, Bob. Hashtag Bucksbooth if you want to chime in. And how about the back of Bob's baseball card in 1979? No, 84. He's got a popsicle or a lollipop.
I think that might be a popsicle right there. You know, it's hot summertime. You got to have a. Give me that.
Yo, I had it open. That's great.
You were right. Now it's mine.
Yeah, now it's yours. And now, hope you don't mind going on the plane with grape-stained pants.
Covered up with my tie.
You know, yeah. Hope it's a long tie. Oh my goodness.
That's good.
Yeah, you didn't expect me to have it open.
Oh look, Flavor Ice. This is one of the original.
Oh, that's what you
There it
said.
is, right there, the original. Nice. Now, how can you not like this flavor? This is hot summer day.
Yeah, it's all right. To each his own. I like that Italian ice that we saw going to the break. That young lady.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
The original.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Thanks, Zach. Hey, you're all right. You're
Thanks.
all right.
Thank you, Bree, by the way.
Brave. Appreciate it.
Bob, thanks you. And the local laundromat will thank you.
Oh, you didn't get any on you. You think they're going to get some on them?
Yes.
Are they going to worry about it?
No, I didn't say I was worried about it. Other than the plane, you know, because you have your suits, right? Bounced foul by Meadows. One down. How many to go? How many flavor ices can Bob consume on one Sunday? How about the lemon ice?
Oh, frozen lemon. You know, that's the.
No, that's delish.
It's the official.
John Wayner treat.
No, it's the official. I think. I don't know what you would call it. You don't call it a drink. Something of Rhode Island.
Of what?
Rhode Island. Like a state dessert or something. Like a state bird, you know?
It's the state frozen treat.
Yeah.
The official state frozen treat.
It's
Rhode
frozen
Island.
lemonade
Yeah.
from Rhode Island. Dells, by the way. Gotta have Dells.
A 1-2 count on Meadows. He lined out to left field in the first. Nothing going here against Buckholz.
Got a no-hitter going.
Perfect game. Not just a no-hitter, he's retired 10 in a row to start.
Need a base runner, we need a home run. Back in this game.
He strikes out Meadows. Gives him 3 Ks. Buckholz not a stranger to history and no-hitters. And he was with the Boston Red Sox.
Been around a long time, and very good years in Boston.
17th no-hitter in Red Sox history in just his second start. That was September 1st, 2007. No hit the Orioles. He is ready to go too. He's anxious to make up for that opportunity he had to get a W against the Pirates, stick to that big lead.
You know, and no matter how good the back of your playing card looks, as far as your numbers, what he did with Boston, he wants to impress his new team, and this is the kind of outing that'll endear. What is it? 6 starts now total since coming over after being released by Kansas City.
Yep.
Came over and has done a good job. They put him in that rotation. Except for the start against the Pirates, he's done a good job. Got a couple of very good players for Kansas City. John Jay. They were able to get him from KC. That'll all get started here as we get into July. Teams will start looking around, fortifying their roster.
A line to right field, and that'll end any thoughts of a no-hitter. Perfect game as Marte races into second with a stand-up double.
Definitely hung a breaking ball, looked like a curveball upstairs. Good job by Marte. He's cutting down his swing a little bit. He's not just swinging as hard as he can. Looking for a mistake. He made one and knocks it into right field.
As Moran fouls this one off to the right. Trying to get Marte home at least. And try and get the Bucks on the board here. Down 3 in the 4th and needing a win. They have lost 5 of their last 6. By the way, that's just the second extra base hit so far in this series. Marte had the other one on Thursday. He did, according to Cedarstrom, much to Moran's chagrin.
I thought he held up, but my opinion doesn't count. Guy down the line in the black hat. He's the one that counts.
One ball, 2 strikes on Colin Moran. The fewest extra base hits in the major leagues by one team against another since 1990. The Dodgers against the Giants. Dodgers had 1 August 14th to the 17th, 1992. And the Pirates won't be able to take advantage of that extra base hit as Moran goes down swinging. And you really have to take what you can get. Right, Bob?
Right.
And Stephen Brault did something that not many baseball players do. They created their own game of Dungeons and Dragons along with a couple other teammates, Jamison Tyone, Chad Kuhl, and Tyler Glasnow. And they actually went and found their own local dungeon master to guide them through their journey. They found a dungeon master in Squirrel Hill. So this is going to be uploaded to their upcoming YouTube channel. Stephen Brault and Trevor Williams have their own podcast, the IMHO podcast. By the way, subscribe to that if you get a chance. Really funny stuff. A lot of good inside information. They do it more in the offseason than they do in season, obviously, because they're pretty busy with baseball, Greg and Bob. But pretty funny stuff, and typical Trevor, typical Stephen, to go out and find a local dungeon master for their own privatized game of Dungeons and Dragons. So look for the YouTube channel pretty soon and check it all out. Trevor tells me in the next couple days it should be there. Pretty interesting stuff from some pretty interesting characters, wouldn't you say?
Oh, they really are. That's a good description, both these guys. I don't know if you saw, Robbie, the video that Brault did kind of promoting that, Dungeons and Dragons. That was hilarious. All decked out in costume. He is quite a character, Stephen Brault. 0-2 on Clay Buchholz, the pitcher. And that makes 5 strikeouts for Williams. Now 3 in a row. Takes care of his mound opponent, and now Gerard Dyson. We've got some hashtag Bucks Booth stuff. Send them in, Bob.
Look at all of those. All kinds of different flavors. The grape was very good. I got my eye on that far left, the orange one.
What's your favorite flavor?
I think it might be that orange.
Oh.
I like orange.
Huh?
The grape was good.
Concentrating there. Be sure not to allow even a drip.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, some of it might flip off on somebody's laptop and get the keys all sticky.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. It's not your laptop. Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
I know you're not. Hambone and Kip DeBaker and the rest of the guys, they can worry about it. Chris Sorich. Blame Bob. Blame Bob for this.
It's a little
brand new computer.
The
you
keys
gave me.
are a little sticky
Yeah.
right now, is all. That's all right though.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
It'll work.
Yep. Yep.
As long as it works, what more do you need? Got a lot of wires going to it today.
Yeah. Two and two on Dyson. 1 for 2. 33-year-old native of Macomb, Mississippi. And he hits it to the other man from Macomb, Mississippi, Corey Dickerson, whose older brother actually played ball with Dyson a few years ago. And that is out number 2. Another tweet. When is Bob Walk freeze pop bobblehead night? That's a great call there, Nikki. That's what's going to happen. Yep. That's what we will see.
Hope I can find some on the road now. You get every now and then we'll get a room that has like a little mini fridge with a freezer in it.
You can probably buy them at a local grocery store, can't you?
Yeah, but you got to freeze them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the freezer.
Right.
Got to have the freezer. Or could maybe sneak in and put them in the ice machine.
Right back to Trevor Williams. 1, 2, 3. See if these bats can heat up. Of the 5th. Pierogi race.
Hannah won today, huh?
Again?
Yeah. She's dominating.
She always wins.
She uses that purse as a weapon.
Yeah. Has she lost a race yet this year?
Well, I did see Cheese win
Oh.
earlier. So. Oh, she lost that one.
Here's Corey Dickerson. We'll roll it to second. 1 out. Got her to walking over toward Trevor Williams.
There's nobody throwing, right? Or is that?
Clay Holmes is going to get up. Could that be,
Well,
hey,
maybe it's
if
just
we
in
get
case,
down to your spot in
maybe,
the order?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Maybe just in case Williams' spot comes up, which is not too far away. What are we? D is hitting 6th.
Yep.
Got to get something going to have him up. And then I think it's, you get a couple of guys on base and you're down by 3 runs. Kind of you're forced to make a move then. You got to try and score.
2 outs. It brings up Josh Bell. Don't forget about the Papa John's Student Pass and the exclusive ticket offers available. You get a text when a deal is available, and if you accept the deal, tickets will be sent via your mobile device. Plus, get a free Papa John's pizza with your first purchase. Go to pirates.com/student pass or text student to 61592. Buchholz has given up 4 homers his first 6 starts. Bell bounced out his first time up. He has not homered since May 31st in St. Louis. Grounds this ball sharply past Ketel Marte.
Marte's pretty quick out there. It's a good range. You got to hit it hard to get it by him. You need to get Bell getting the ball in the air more, though. Huh? I know that the thought is that everybody has to chip in on the home runs, but really it's Bell and Polanco are the 2 guys you expected to hit home runs. And they need to get those long balls going. They know it. Polanco on deck. Be a good time for him to hit one out. Take sole possession of the team lead in home runs if he could get it done.
He is on deck to pinch hit should Sean Rodriguez reach. Oh, 0-2.
Looked like that was technically it was a strike, but that was borderline when it's on one outside edge and at the very top of the zone. Kind of how Sean Rod's going right now to have that one called a strike.
Allegheny Health Network Supermo. Some of the action here, and it is 3-0. Arizona, not much action from the Pirates offense. Day on the river with your pup. Couple pups. Jake Lamb will lead things off. Lamb has singled and bounced out. A fine play by Josh Harrison. Retired Lamb in the 3rd inning. Shout out to our buddy Robert Trusky. He's one of my favorites. I absolutely love him. He tells it like it is. In fact, I'm going to give him an open invitation, Robert, if you want to go to the truck and just watch how things happen. Get an opportunity to watch what goes on in the trailer. See some of the gypsies hard at work. There they are. Look at that. It's like mission control.
It is. How many screens do you need?
Look at that. Can you imagine having to do the work that these guys do? Put on a show. And one out. Jake Lamb is retired.
Take away a couple of pitches, and Trevor's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah. The pitch to Peralta, the pitch to Murphy, and really some hard hit balls in the first couple innings, but not much hard contact since.
Throw 6 innings. Give up 3 or less. Your team's
That's
in
a
the game.
quality start, Bob.
Your team is in the game. I will say that. And it's just right now we're not doing much with the bats. You got to figure out a way to start scoring more runs.
Now that is living. First Bucko game.
First one.
The pacifier, you got the shades, you got the floppy hat, got mom holding you, dad right there with you in the sun. Back to the ball game, and a pitch up and in on Peralta. His 15th home run in the first, and it was a blast. "30-year-old from Venezuela in his 5th season with the D-backs. Pretty amazing story. Former pitcher in the Cardinals minor league system. Toward the line, foul ground. 2-2.
The thing that impressed me about him is it wasn't like, okay, I'm not a very good pitcher, I'm going to just change, and it like clicked overnight. I mean, he had to fight for it. Independent ball. I mean, it wasn't like it was automatic to him to just, okay, I'm going to be a hitter, and he was real good. But here he is, and now he's real good. Lays off a nice little slider down.
Deep breath. Peralta, who hit 14 home runs last year, drove in 57. Hit his 15th home run of the year in the first inning. Hit 17 a couple years ago, and Trevor Williams gets another strikeout.
Got him with the changeup, it looked like.
Military discounts available, presented by IC Light. All active duty, reserve, veteran, retired service members and their families can save $10 on tickets to all Pirates home games. Check it out. Go to pirates.com/military. And we salute each and every one of you. As Daniel Descalso takes a strike. Single to start the fourth. And pops up, left fielder.
Very easy sixth inning.
Well, we'll assume that they will bat for him heading to the bottom of the sixth. Take away the two long balls. Boy, what a start. But unfortunately, he can't do that. He kept them in the ball game.
Yeah, it's almost like a Yogiism. He pitched well except for the home runs.
Yeah.
But that's what happened. He really settled down and did a great job keeping the ball game close to this point. So there's an opportunity now to fight back as long as the bullpen cooperates and as long as we can figure out some way to get a breakthrough on offense.
Against their bullpen. Because Clay Buchholz is done.
Yeah, Clay's done.
After 5 innings of 2-hit shutout ball. Andrew Chafin. I mean, you have to assume Buchholz is hurt. He did something. Doesn't feel well. Maybe pulled something and maybe precautionary.
Chafin is a good guy to bring in. You see that opposition batting average at just a 188. Very tough this year.
Osuna pinch hitting for Williams. So Trevor Williams on the hook. No walks, 6 strikeouts, 5 hits. A pair of home runs. The 2-run homer by Peralta in the first, the solo blast by Murphy in the second. And into right. Chafin gets Osuna.
Through the glass.
I thought they were on the big scoreboard.
Left field, big scoreboard behind him. Having a great day on Kids Day.
That's Terry with his artistic skills as a cameraman right there. There, look at that. He sees a shot. He finds it.
Make some room here. It's like a dance floor.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. At your service, says Terry. He just had a little fender bender the other day, but as you can see, he's completely fine. Back doing great work. And Josh Harrison, who struck out and bounced out against Buchholz. Chafin picked up the win the other day. Pitched a scoreless 12th inning against the Pirates, struck out a couple. Gave up a pinch hit single to Gregory Polanco and a walk to Adam Frazier before Josh Harrison popped out against Chafin in that bottom of the 12th, and the D-backs won it in 13 innings. Lavello's crew heading to Miami for another 4-game series. Back-to-back 4-game sets for these Diamondbacks. They've won 11 of their last 15. They've gone 15-6 in their last 21 games. That ends the hitless string for Jay Hay into second base with a 1-out double. 0 for 17 before that double to left.
A nice little opportunity now to get some speed out of second base to break through on the run column. Breaking ball came right down to the head of the bat.
Finally, huh? Josh Harrison looks toward the skies. He'll take it.
And then turns left.
Don't want to turn right. Austin Meadows has lined to left and struck out. Could not hold up on the Chafin inside fastball. Meadows hitting .424 against lefties in the big leagues this year. He was hitting much better against left-handers in the minors this season. But he's in the hole 0-2. Breaks his bat on that pitch that would riding in on him. 93 miles an hour.
He's protecting there. Looking, not really looking for the breaking ball, but in case he did, he waited a long time to pull the trigger, and the ball stayed straight, shattered his back.
0-2 count. A 3-0 Diamondbacks lead as the Pirates bat in the bottom of the 6th. One and two. Jay Hay can't go anywhere. All the dirt. Chatting there with Nick Ahmed.
Jay Hay would have made a great first baseman. A little taller.
Oh yeah, yeah. Loves to talk ball. Two and two. John Ryan Murphy with the block.
Was it last year, Greg? Somebody was talking to one of our infielders kind of like this, and right in the middle of the conversation put a pickoff play on.
Yes.
Remember that? That's kind of
Who was that player?
That was some dirty pool.
Yeah.
Like distracting him with a little conversation, and all along he knows there's a pickoff play on. I think that was last year.
I think so.
I was thinking about that when I saw those two. It's
Yeah.
like, would Ahmad try to sneak in behind him here now and got his attention?
Meadows down.
He fell behind quickly, 0-2. Just playing defense after that.
And time is called. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach. He's decided to talk to Chafin before Marte comes to the plate. And well, Corey Dickerson is, or Colin Moran rather, is on deck. a lefty hitter. I mean, would they be that careful, worrying about Marte with first base open and 2 outs, leading 3-0? Be kind of hard to believe. Check out what Marte has done against Chafin. Limited action, very limited. Yep. Maybe giving Salas some time. Burning a visit.
Yeah, but when's Salas going to pitch? Why does he need time? I mean, he wouldn't come in until
right.
Diaz.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're talking about this at bat right here. That's what it's all about. Now, what were they saying? Who knows? But I'm with you. You know, pitch around him? Nah, you can't pitch around him. Bring tying run at the plate. And that's exactly what the Pirates need. Is they need a bigger inning. They need to put a crooked number up there, and you pitch around somebody, you're creating that opportunity to do just that. So, a little scouting report. You know, maybe be a little careful with him if you're behind an account.
He will chase. Maybe you say that. Marte will do that.
That's what the discussion was most likely about it. Yeah, there's 2 lefties coming up. Chafin's in there for those guys for sure.
Three fastballs, 1 borderline. Was called a ball, another that Marte chased. Chasen, in case you're wondering, has not given up a home run at all this season. We're 27 2/3 innings. Oh man, that's what Mike Butcher went to tell Chafin. That was a good scouting report.
Yeah, they really haven't given in at all, giving him anything good to hit.
With a runner at second, this guy will really chase, he says to Chafin. He's looking to drive in a run. Don't throw anything near the middle of the plate. 3-2. Colin Moran, will he see the lefty Chafin? He will if Marte reaches.
This curious pitch, 3-2.
Yeah.
What are they going to try and throw here? They try to get him the chase another one.
Yeah.
And walking, I will be surprised.
I say breaking ball out of the zone to get him to chase. Well, it was in the zone. Marte seems to know what's up now.
You know, Marte's a guy that will hit a home run. He's not a big home run hitter. I don't think that they want to put him on to bring the tying run to the plate.
It is hard to believe. In a 3-0 game, 6th inning, that you wouldn't pitch to him. Called third strike.
Got him with a fastball.
Inside corner, got him. Still 3-0.
TNT Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We'll beat anybody's price. Find out more at barrel.com. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
Still 3-0 Arizona. Heading to the 7th inning, and here is the man who arrived on the scene about an hour before game time, Clay Holmes, his second major league appearance.
He's big and he throws hard. He can bring that fastball.
He's facing John Ryan Murphy.
Remember the first time I saw him in spring training 2 years ago. He got one of those arms that catches your attention.
'96 fouled back by Murphy. Clay Holmes was up briefly earlier this season. So he just appeared in one big league game. He is 6'5", 230 pounds, a 9th round pick in 2011 by Pittsburgh. Slocum High School, Alabama.
Pretty hard slider too. Despite the velocity of the fastball that he could touch in the high 90s at times. That last little slider you saw there at 92.
And now it's
97 with that fastball.
"25 years old. And poked out of play by John Ryan Murphy. Holmes made 25 appearances for Indy last year and won 10 ball games at AAA. And that's where he has been this season, with the exception of a few days up in the big leagues.
98. Getting loose.
This year, Clay Holmes at AAA Indianapolis, 6-3, a 3.39 ERA in 13 appearances, 12 of them starts. Wow! Whoa! That will get your heart racing.
Yeah, that big fastball.
Man.
That one was one of the slower ones. It was at 96, but right under the chin. Wow.
Here now is Chris Owings, who struck out twice against Trevor Williams. Owings in right field in this ball game. He bounces around all over the diamond. One of 4 starters, position players in the lineup today for Arizona, hitting 220 or lower at the start of the day. 5 position players in the starting lineup were hitting under 240, but 4 of them at 220 or below.
The last 2 days, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks has been hitting higher than 5 of their players and 4 of their players. Not true with Buck Olson. not hitting very high at all.
Tailor-made double play ball. And we'll go back to the studio for a game break. And Paul, what is going on with the Cincinnati Reds? They have a chance to win their 7th straight and sweep a 4-game series over the Cubs. John Ryan Murphy back in the dugout, a little bit sheepish smile as this ball's bounced to Moran. Nick Ahmed is the final out. Clay Holmes pitches a scoreless top of the 7th, and we're going to keep it here on a Sunday afternoon for God Bless America. Tim DeBacco will introduce the singer as baseball honors America today and our military.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to stand as we offer support to our troops here and abroad. Today, the Pirates and Sport Clips welcome Captain Rudy Mistovich. A native of Ambridge, Captain Mistovich is a member of the United States Marines, has been on active duty the last 7 years, and has served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan and Africa. We are very pleased to have Captain Mistovich back home on American soil and thank him for being here today and for his service. And now here to lead us with God Bless America is Marianne Cornetti.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. We invite you to follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie as we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
leading, heading to the bottom of the 7th. And it is Colin Moran against the lefty Andrew Chafin. Moran has flied out and struck out. Clay Buchholz left with tightness in his left side after 5 strong 2-hit innings. That is enough, of course, to qualify for a W. One ball, one strike on Moran. Dickerson to follow, 2 lefty hitters, and then Elias Diaz. Where has this Pirates offense gone? One and 2. Such a big story for the Pirates the first couple months of the season.
And they were hitting a lot of home runs in the cold weather when nobody else was.
Yep.
And I think Dickerson had 5 in kind of the first month or so of the season. Polanco had 5 or 6 right away. And the ball was going over the fence. Cervelli was got off to that great start, hit a lot of home runs.
And Moran goes down swinging. That's 3 in a row for Chafin.
And Cervelli's not a home run hitter.
Right.
So it just need to find the long ball.
By the way, since Starling Marte returned off the disabled list, this outfield rotation, you can see Austin Meadows really the only guy that's been hitting fairly consistently. And the others, in particular Marte and Polanco, have dropped off considerably since he came off the DL and they went into this 4-man outfield rotation. So it has Jeff Branson working overtime.
It's not from a lack of work and, you know, trying to figure things out. I was asked a few days ago, I guess now maybe a week ago, you know, about, you know, do they try extra things and stuff, and my gosh,
that's an understatement.
They're here at noon sometimes trying different things. I mean, Jeff Branson, I think, has a cot down there. He sleeps and takes his meals in that batting cage, and they've been working well, you know, overtime. I mean, tons of swings in the cage, all kinds of different drills in the cage, and right now, not clicking. But it's not from lack of trying and trying different things.
And look where he went, those 3 pitches from Chafin, up the top of the zone, toward the middle of the zone, and then at the bottom of the zone.
It almost looked like Dickerson bails out on this, Greg. Yeah, maybe like he was kind of leaning back just a little. Just a fastball at the knees.
That's going to be it for Chafin. We're going to have a double switch as he takes care of the 2 lefties. And he'll pitch 1 2/3 scoreless and strike out 4. John Jay is going to enter the ball game. And a right-hander coming in from the mound. Your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Pirates home screen icons and features like the MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. And grab your helmet full of ice cream as John Jay takes over in right. And on the mound, Yoshihisa Hirano will face Elias Diaz. Hirano has a 21-game scoreless streak on the line, the longest streak by a D-backs rookie, longest active scoreless streak in the major leagues. From Japan, Hirano pitched a scoreless inning on Friday. Elias Diaz was 0 for 2 against the starter Buckholz. 3 hits today for Pittsburgh, a couple of doubles, Starling Marte, Josh Harrison, and a 2-out single by Josh Bell. Toward left and foul.
You know, Greg, you mentioned that Hirano has the rookie scoreless streak going. Do you think there should be an asterisk or something with the Japanese players that come over and, you know, in their 30s?
I do. Yeah, don't you?
Because they're in reality far from rookies. I mean,
Yep.
they're playing in a major league, really.
Yep. I agree. How about Ichiro won Rookie of the Year, right? And
Well,
MVP the same year.
Yeah.
He had built a fine career in Japan before he came over to Seattle. Ichiro Suzuki.
And I also understand the argument on the other side too, that this is supposed to be the cream of the crop right here. I mean, this is the best there is, you know, the major leagues. So you should be a rookie. But it's hard to compare, you know, the players that have been over in Japan for 6-7 years and to, you know, some kid that's 22 years old, that's right out of the minor leagues.
Yeah, this guy on the mound is 34 years old and spent 11 years pitching in Japan. The Oryx Buffaloes, 549 games. Left side, third base. Lamb. That's Diaz, and the Pirates go down in order in the 7th. 3-0 Arizona. Gives up this long home run to David Peralta with a runner at first. You look at the StatCast, 105 miles an hour, 27-degree launch angle, 425 feet. Take note because in the second inning, John Ryan Murphy hits one to left, 105 miles an hour, 29-degree launch angle, 434 feet. The two long balls off Trevor Williams.
And that's it. That's why we're where we're at. 3-zip. 2 pitches.
Clay Holmes faces John Jay. And one pitch, he will retire the Pirates' nemesis.
Holmes must not know that he's a nemesis.
Don't tell him.
Tell him yet.
Yeah.
He just stepped up there and got him out.
Yeah. Now faces Gerard Dyson. Dyson 1 for 3, singled in the first. Last time up, lined out to left. Well, they got Elias Diaz. Very sensitive area. So the home plate umpire Corey Blazer will carry a new baseball out to Clay Holmes. Jacob Stallings.
Just need to walk it off.
The backup catcher, as Francisco Cervelli is on the disabled list. And it's 1-2. Checks. No. Says Gary Cedarstrom on the appeal.
If you get hit, like this, put down that breaking ball. And another one. Well, no, that was a fastball that bounced. It bounced. I thought it was a breaking ball, but you got to be a little reluctant at first, right?
Yeah.
You want to give a fastball on a high target.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went right there to slider down. He wants his best fastball outside.
Bell to Holmes. 2 outs. Check out the lowdown. Some Major League Baseball news and notes. Chris Bryant out of the lineup today for a second straight day. And by the way, you're watching Paul Alexander with those highlights. The Reds pulled it off. They beat the Cubs 8-6. Arodys Vizcaíno is on the DL.
They've been giving the Cubs a hard time all year, haven't they?
Yeah.
The Reds, every now and then you get a team that, on paper you should beat, but just doesn't match up that way.
Holmes going to make this play. And he makes it look easy. A couple of scoreless innings for Clay Holmes. Second Major League outing. 8 pitches. We head to the bottom of the 8th. We're hoping that maybe John Wayner trading places with Steve Blass would bring the Pirates some offensive luck. And 7th inning stretch, well, he had the big Steve Blass jumbo head, haha, just when you think you've seen it all at PNC Park. And John participated in the toss down, which has been a custom for most of the time we've been here at PNC Park. I don't know if Steve will like that.
Oh no, Steve definitely likes that.
Oh, he does?
He doesn't like being upside down though. There
No.
we go. Look at the expression on
I know.
Steve's face.
He looks surprised. Steve's headed to Ireland today for a week-long vacation. Well deserved, by the way. I mean, talk about a hard worker, Steve Blass. Man, I don't know how he does it. He worked what, 6 games this week?
He keeps a vicious pace.
This month? Yeah. 1 and 2 on Bell. Bell is 1 for 2.
There'll be a full report when he gets back.
Yep.
All about the golf courses and the pubs.
Well, here's a start to this bottom of the 8th inning. Trying to end this streak of scoreless outings for Hirano. End that and then end this Pirates losing streak and avoid being swept. By the way, in another 4-game series. It's been bad luck for the Pirates, these 4-gamers.
You get the leadoff hitter on, so this is one of those opportunities that you can't let go by the boards when you're down 3 runs with only 2 innings left. Got to do something here.
Sean Rodriguez is going to hit into a double play. Man, oh man.
And it does go
Just
by the
so
boards.
tough. I know we probably said it to the point where people are rolling their eyes about the man, Sean Rodriguez, because it is about producing, and it just has gotten. There's just no words how bad it's gotten for him. Gregory Polanco pinch hitting. Yeah, it is just, it's curious about the off days that they've given Jordy Mercer too. They've pulled Mercer and they just feel very strongly that he needs more off days, and Sean Rodriguez is the only, basically the only backup at short with Frazier down in the minors. One ball, 2 strikes. And lifted to Dyson. 3-zip. Score remains after 8.
Brought to you by the Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
3-zip going to the 9th here. Cruising on a Sunday.
They're moving right along. They're going to destination.
The Tiki Fun
in
Cruise.
mind.
Yeah, they're in a hurry. No time to relax. Got to get to the next destination.
Yeah, I think that's you just kind of want to float around in that, don't you? Just
Apparently not.
float around and have a couple margaritas.
Yeah. All right, Edgar Santana on in the 9th for the Pirates. Clay Holmes went a couple of scoreless. One bright spot tonight or today, Holmes and Trevor Williams, aside from the 2 long balls, but it's getting to that point where you start searching for, you know, some bright spots, silver linings, as Lamb singles. It is hard to not get caught up in this really, really difficult stretch of games. I mean, it's a pretty significant fall from grace, this Pirates team. It's hard to spin it. Strike on Peralta. This will bounce onto the track and out of play.
Not by as much as I thought it was.
No,
going
yeah,
to.
exactly. I thought it was going to be in the seats.
Yeah, that was 2 feet foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, off the bat, that looked like it was not even close. A little tiny bit of wind blowing, but not much.
Right now, Peralta's home run in the first inning has stood up for these Diamondbacks. Daniel Descalso on deck. It's all Buckholz, Chafin, and Hirano have needed. That one swing. Brad Boxberger. Right now, a save situation, and Boxberger blew the save opportunity the other night.
Yeah, he certainly has not been automatic lately.
Had the blown save against the Mets in Phoenix last week. Hit the out at first. Lamb on to second, so Peralta is the first out of this 9th inning. Should be it for the Pirates and D-backs in 2018. Arizona won 2 of 3 in Phoenix on the Pirates' recent road trip, and they have won now 5 of 6 and 3 outs away from winning 6 of the 7 games played in the season series. 1-0. Scalzo fouls it away. Time is called. Diaz going to go out and talk to Santana. Plenty of trips to burn.
Yeah, there's 6.
You
might have that figured out.
Might have to reduce it to like 4 next year.
6 is plenty. They didn't need any more. I was wondering how that was going to work out when they said 6. I'm sure they didn't just say let's pick a number.
Oh, yeah.
They had some reason, but they don't need any more. It's been proven.
Thought it might completely eliminate the pitching coaches going to the mound for the scouting report for the pinch hitter when a reliever comes in, but it has not done that. Both clubs right now have 5 available visits.
But I think it has cut down on the visits, though, by a great deal, because there's been 2 visits all day.
I think it's cut.
There would have been a dozen visits if this would have been last year.
It's cut them down in the first 5 or 6 innings, but later in innings when they know they have them to burn.
Yeah, but overall, it's taken a dozen visits a game out of there. So to me, it's worked.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, it wasn't uncommon to see the catcher go to the mound 2 or 3 times an inning.
Absolutely.
The other day I was looking at the, maybe all the lineup cards have this, but I was looking at the Diamondbacks. And across the top, there's the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm like, what?
On their lineup card?
Yeah, their lineup. I couldn't figure it out for a while.
So they actually check mark.
I wonder what those are. And then it dawned on me, that's the visits. They had one over each team's name, so they can cross out the number. I guess they don't trust the scoreboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it has definitely affected the way teams handle that situation. And I think for the most part, you'll see, catchers, infielders, they'll look to the dugout, like, can I go to the mound? And there's times where they'll be said, no, you can't go.
Yep.
There's the scoreboard. Mound visits remaining, 5 on each side. They get 6 when the game starts. Extra innings, they get extras.
Have to find a statistic. Who has used the fewest MVRs per game?
I'm sure nobody has that, Greg.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They'll never find it.
There we go. All right. Fist bump. With a rally cap. Rally cap with the souvenir. Off the back wall and catch made.
That's a good sign. Somebody with a rally cap made a nice catch.
Pirates will have the top of their order due up in the bottom of the 9th, but still 2 outs to get for Edgar Santana, the rookie. Oh, they're all talking about it.
My middle son Johnny, that's the way he would wear all of his hats all the time. I have a lot of pictures of him. He just got that. He liked to wear his hat like that every day. Playing in the backyard, he had his rally cap on. I think kids like that look.
Oh yeah, it's a good look.
Turn it inside out.
Flip the bill of the hat up. Looks like Descalzo thought that might have been strike 3. Looked like he was backing away, but the call went his way, so it's 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat, with Lamb at second.
Santana and Diaz having a very difficult time here getting together on the signs.
Got him swinging.
That was a good sign.
2 outs. 1 more out to get. And it's John Ryan Murphy with the other home run off Williams. 434-foot blast in the 2nd inning, his 9th of the year. Don't know that I would pitch to him, to be honest with you. Devin Marrero is on deck. Keep it within 3, but looks like they're going to try it. Look out! Wow. Ball got into the dugout in a hurry. Look out, Robbie. Man. Joe, you all right? And 1-1 on Murphy. Facing the rookie Edgar Santana.
I think we might use 3 or 4 of those visits before this inning's over.
Well, actually, that might speed it up.
We can't.
They use the visits.
Just run out and tell him what we want to throw.
Yeah.
This is extremely tough for these two to get together, but it worked out. 3 outs. Another 0 on the board. The New York Mets, Jameson Taillon will start for the Bucks. Seth Lugo will start for the Metropolitans. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason.
Well, we wanted to give you a little tester on that, and you passed with flying colors. So from now on, congratulations.
Were you hiding behind the curtain?
Maybe. It's Kids Sunday, so they're getting ready to run the bases. Hopefully it'll be a while, though.
Yeah, we need
Pirates
to make
will
a
rally.
Get a little something going here.
Need to do it against the closer, Brad Boxberger.
Four blown saves,
including Friday in the 11th inning.
And this one's a one of those saves that's kind of cushiony. Have 3 runs to play with.
That's a cushiony.
Yeah.
Friday night, he walked the first 2 batters he faced, leading 1-0. Those batters, Gregory Polanco and Josh Bell. And then Josh Harrison sacrificed the runners 90 feet. Pitch that was up and inning. Got the bat on the ball, bunted the runners over. They intentionally walked Austin Meadows to get to Starling Marte, and Marte hit a broken bat bouncer to Jake Lamb, the third baseman. And Polanco scored.
Barely snuck that one in there.
2-1. Jay Hay ended a 17 at bat hitless string with a double in the 6th off the lefty Chafin. Clay Buchholz in line to win it. Went 5, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Left with tightness on the left side, and a ground ball to the shortstop Ahmed. 1 down. One away in the bottom of the 9th. Meadows has lined out and struck out twice.
Just 4 hits so far today for the Pirates. That's how many hits we had in the extra inning game the other day. 4.
Two more outs to work with. Still hope. Ground ball, and how did he sneak it through there? He did. Austin Meadows, that picket fence defense. We got it between Ahmed and Marte.
Hit it through the slats.
Yeah.
Changeup looked like.
Allegheny Health Network Supermo. There's the shift. There's the hit.
Tired of waiting. You know, that's one of the things when you slow it down like that, the hitter really starts doing a lot of thinking up there.
And that could be 2. 1, 2, and the Diamondbacks sweep the 4-game series as Starling Marte hits into a game-ending double play. Pittsburgh is shut out by the Diamondbacks. David Peralta's home run all the runs they would need. Murphy hit one as well. And the struggling Pirates, and a very disappointing homestand. They've lost 5 in a row and 6 of their last 7.
Well, this series against the Diamondbacks really has surprised me, and especially this afternoon. The offense was not a problem down in Phoenix. We were able to, score runs. Really enough to win all those games down there we played, and it was the opposite. It was our pitching that wasn't up to snuff. So I really, going into this series, thought that this was going to be, something that we needed to face these guys to get this off.